We can learn a lot from BlackBerry. In April 1973, Motorola engineer Marty Cooper placed the first cell phone call using a prototype handheld brick phone on a street in New York. Who did he call? He called his competitor, Joel Engel at Bell Labs. I don't think Marty Cooper knew he was starting a now 50-year war and a $1.7 trillion industry. The first of these Motorola brick phones were sold in '83, but they were wicked expensive. How expensive? Like 11 grand in today's money. 10 years later, and the big tech companies were trying to solve a different problem. The problem, big computers were not portable, but we, humans, were. In the early 90s, business travel was booming. Computers and laptops had made it easier to do more, and while laptops were great tech, companies saw that if they could produce a portable device for business people, they could make billions. They were afraid that if they didn't build a portable device, they'd lose customers to the company that did. But they had an even bigger problem. They didn't really know who their target customer was or what their target customer wanted, which led to devices like this, the Apple Newton, which bombed. The Sony Magic Link, also huge failure, maybe the most epic fail in all tech history. The Palm Pilot was a huge success with 30 million units sold and 10 billion in cash collected. Like the Apple Newton, it used a stylus, which were so easy to lose, and it was limited to what it could do. Along came BlackBerry, and it had the two most important elements of a computer. It had a screen and it had a mini keyboard, just like our computers, and they came with different colors. At their peak, BlackBerry had 50% of the US smartphone market. BlackBerry saw the flaws in smart devices and knew that if they made a device that made it easier to do work and email, they could sell a lot of devices. And they did. They won because they knew what their customer wanted, and they built a solution for that customer. Here's how I found my target customer. I downloaded a list of customers from QuickBooks, and then I separated them by customer type, individual or commercial, income level, low, medium, high. Then I separated them by job type, public or private, how many decision makers the job had, and then rated each job on a scale of 1 to 3 based on how complicated it was. 1 being simple, 3 being pain in the ass. What I learned was that for us, commercial private projects with 1 to 2 decision makers that were not complicated were where we were making the most money. I stopped bidding everything else, and within 2 years, netted $1 million that year. For more content like this, you know what to do.